Welcome to the Sovereign Teacher. I teach spiritual integration through family constellations, embodiment, and tarot, and A Course in Miracles. I'm doing shorter readings now because my energy has been a little off. I've been giving too much for a long time, and I need to not give as much or give more to myself right now, as maybe a lot of givers are feeling. I am going to, today is February 25th, Wednesday. So this is going to be the energy for today, but it might extend out, and I'm not sure how long it extends out because I sometimes don't really know what's going to come through spirit. But what I have been noticing is that I'll do a reading and something will come through, and then I'll read the astrology, and it'll validate my reading. So you might just check back, like if you're getting this late and it's after February 25th, just check back in your journals and what was going on for you that day, and it might just validate your experience. It's interesting when that happens. Okay, I do have my Course in Miracles book. So first I'm going to do the Divine Beloved Oracle deck. Okay, we've got a card coming out, and it's playfulness. I feel adventurous. Change me, Divine Beloved, into one who is wildly open to the new. Free me from rigid patterns that no longer serve. Let me feel adventurous and spontaneous, knowing that the more I open to life, the more it opens to me. Okay, and I think why I led with the family constellations today is because I just did a family constellation for myself. And it was, I'm going to tell you how to do it. I take a blank piece of paper and I write on it something that I'm feeling, or something that I want to explore. So I had my old self on one piece of paper, and then I had who I really am on another piece of paper. And I just intuitively felt into them. This is one way to do family constellations. And I placed them on the floor in my living room. And the old me was over here, facing that way, facing like a kind of darker section of the room. And who I really am was over here facing a big window. And I first stood on the old me and felt myself kind of dying or moving down towards the floor. And then I felt like pushed back a little bit. So I stepped back. The energy was pushing me back. So I stepped back and kept stepping back as I was, first I folded down and kind of like folded down into the folding down into the floor and dying part ended up turning into an honoring and kind of bowing to that part of me. And then I felt my body moving backwards. And so I turned around seated still, and then kind of slowly opened up and then felt a rising. And I actually incorporated some Tai Chi movements into it that felt right for me, like a protecting the heart, and then lion, and those movements felt right. And then I was kind of moved into the position of standing on who I really am, and I opened up there. But then I was kind of drawn backwards again, and felt the energy turning me around. And I needed to say something to who I was. I needed to say thank you, and I needed to honor all of the experiences of myself and my ancestors who brought me to where I am now. And after I did that, with that space in between, I was able to turn around and open up to who I really am. And I could feel that energy opening up, and just light and energy. And so I offer that as something that you might want to try, that family constellation, however it speaks to you. Maybe you have different labels for it, but just feel into that energy and see what it's telling you, where you are. I stayed in the position of like honoring and bowing to that part for a while. And I thought maybe I would need to stay there longer, but I felt the energy moving as I did that. So I offer that to you as a way of integrating. Okay, so now we're going to move into A Course in Miracles, and I'm going to go from where I am, and this is so perfect for today. Lesson 283. My true identity abides in you. Father, Mother, I made an image of myself, and it is this I call the Son of God, the son or daughter of God. Yet is creation as it always was, for your creation is unchangeable. Let me not worship idols. I am he, I am she, my father and mother love. My holiness remains the light of heaven and the love of God. I just feel called to breathe into that. Is not what is beloved of you secure? And I think that speaks to how we're all feeling a little insecure now. But if we move into this, who we truly are, is not what is beloved of you secure? Is not the light of heaven infinite? Is not your son, daughter, my true identity when you created everything that is? But I think what they're saying right there is not your son, Jesus, my true identity when you created everything that is. But that we are also sons and daughters of God. Now are we one in shared identity with God, our Father, Mother, as our only source, and everything created part of us. And so we offer blessing to all things, uniting lovingly with all the world, which our forgiveness has made one with us. Because A Course in Miracles is all about forgiveness. Okay, so let's see what we get from the Light Seer's Tarot. Yeah, I'm not being called to get anything from the archetype card deck right now, which is interesting. I like that one. So I'm not being called to get anything from it, which is telling me that we've integrated a lot. Oops. The 10 of Pentacles. Abundance lies within. Okay, so you may be struggling right now with money or resources, feeling like a lack of resources. And what this card is telling you is that abundance lies within. It doesn't lie out there with anybody else, with your job, with the government. It's within you. So get in touch with that. Is there anything else? I think we're going to move back into this one. Playfulness. I feel adventurous. Change me, divine beloved, into one who is wildly open to the new. Free me from rigid patterns that no longer serve. Let me feel adventurous and spontaneous, knowing that the more I open to life, the more it opens to me. So what kind of adventure do you want to have today? And so it is, and so you remember who you are, playful spirit.